So I read 100 million leads for you. In this video, I'm sharing the distilled essence of the book, 7 simple yet powerful techniques that you can start using today to get immediate results. And believe me, there's no BS about discipline. But since I'm always dig deep into the core of things, I'm not just going to cover what Alex Hormozi wrote. I'm also reveal what he did and what he left unsaid. That's the real key to generating leads. Let's kick things off with the most important lessons, straight from this quote. Having lots of leads, audience, makes it hard to be poor. Your leads, your audience, are your #1 priority. Not your SaaS, not your startup, not even your product. It's your leads and your audience. I've been in the app game for 10 years now, and just this past year I helped my clients launch 56 apps that are ranking in millions. But guess who become millionaires? Those who already had an audience before they even started building their software product. This is the biggest mistake software developers make when they jump into business. They start with finding ideas, picking a tech stack, and build a product. You will fail, baby. You are not special. You need to start with generating leads and building your audience before creating any product. Before I launched my micro-SaaS Fast product, I spent a year building an audience on YouTube, Telegram, and X. Only then I launched the product. The results? 1,500 in the first month, 3,000 in the second, and now over $25,000 profits. Remember, a product without an audience is dead, and an audience without a product is just an unmonetized asset. Next, a lead magnet is a free product that quickly and easily solves your client's problem in exchange for their contact info or attention. Back when I was running my IT business, I offered every client a 2-hour lean canvas business plan session to dig into their issues, providing tons of free value through consultation and upfront support. That approach boosted my average check by 150% and increased my conversion rate by 65%. Then I launched this YouTube channel to build my audience, because as I've said before, your audience is your most valuable asset. I pump out lots of free videos, always trying to deliver maximum value for you. Now you're probably thinking, okay, all this sounds great. Let's talk specific. Let's talk traffic. How am I supposed to tap into these traffic sources? All right, let's start from cold traffic. Cold traffic. It's only useful at the very beginning, especially for newbies with little to no money. Before you start shooting out cold emails on Twitter, LinkedIn, or via email, take a good look at how your competitors are doing it. Just copy what they do. Do not reinvent the wheel. The key to cold traffic is that in the early stages, you need to engage personally with your potential customers. Listen to their objections, chat with them live, and truly understand why they are buying or why they are not. And always offer something free as that initial touch point. It dramatically boosts your conversion rates. Once you start seeing profit, hire someone from India or the Philippines for around $200 a month to handle your cold outreach for you. Alternatively, you can automate the process by writing a script in Make or NA10. Next, organic traffic. This is all about SEO and leveraging your social network audience. SEO involves technical optimization, blogging, and link building. Sure, SEO isn't free. It can take at least 6 months to see meaningful results, but in the long run, it's the best traffic source. So, if you're already validated your idea, which I hope you swept from a competitor to make quick cash, shift your focus to SEO right away. It will create a steady, reliable flow of leads to your site. Now, if your plan is to launch multiple products and sell them to your audience, then you need to build that audience first. The best channel for that? YouTube. Why? Because long-form videos are all about building trust and fostering an addiction to your personal brand. Think it's too time-consuming or complicated? Look at Jason, a guy who started a YouTube channel while being a project manager. He didn't stress about camera, sound, script, and all that stuff. He just started documenting his journey into the AI world and the cool stuff he found there. Now it's a channel with 150,000 subscribers, and he got a school community generating around 14K on autopilot. You know what's killing most micro SaaS startups? Information overwhelm. That's why people get stuck before they even start. But that's not even the worst part. Instead of building your actual product, you waste months setting up Stripe payments, designing landing pages, configuring emails, optimizing SEO, adding meta tags, creating site maps, getting up blogs, managing databases, building user apps, designing user profiles, and fixing infinity bugs. That's why most people give up. But I've been through this pain 15 times. I spent hundreds of hours on these repetitive tasks, but I knew there had to be a better way. So I built a micro SaaS fast starter kit, a complete SaaS starter kit that helped me launch 3 successful projects, making over $10,000 already. That's why I'm sharing this with you now. But here's the twist. You don't need to waste months building basic features that are already done. And you don't need to spend weeks overthinking about minimum feature set for a quick launch. 1 week with my ready-to-use infrastructure, and you can start making money from your micro SaaS fast today. Keep in mind that you should never rely on one chick. That's why your startups, it's your chicks, and you are the pimp. Link in the description. Next, paid ads. This is one of the best options because it lets you quickly test your product and identify your audience interest. Whether it's Facebook ads, Google ads, or X ads, the idea is to get your product in front of your potential customers fast. For instance, I've built a simple landing page for hire Python devs and run a Google AdWords campaign with the headline, Hire Affordable Python Devs. I started getting inquiries right away. The secret? A well-structured landing page that includes your main offer, customer testimonials, before and after project examples, details about your team and services, and crucially, an online chat. That chat allowed potential customers to get their questions answered quickly. Jump on an online call and schedule a meeting via Calendly. Another key point is setting the right geographical targeting. I purposely excluded big cities like Berlin, London, and San Francisco, where the cost per click is extremely high, and instead focused on smaller cities and rural areas where the ads perform better. In just 6 months, I spent over $30,000 on ads and generated more than $110,000 in profits. My friend ran a similar campaign on Twitter, targeting IT enthusiasts and directing them to his website, where he sold his virtual CTO services for $9,000 a month. Within a couple of months, he built a team of 15 plus developers and was pulling in over 100K in monthly revenue. And of course, there's Facebook with 3 billion users. Your target audience is right there. If you know how to narrow it down, instead of just targeting freelancers, go specific: freelance copywriters, freelance Python developers, freelance project managers, and so on. When you pinpoint your audience, they will instantly recognize that your offer is made just for them. In fact, Nico Janan used this tactic to build 2 startups and achieved exits of $65,000 and $200,000 respectively. Do you like the value you're seeing in the video? If so, click that like button and subscribe, because I'm about to drop even more value for you in this and future videos. But if you think all this is BS, then hit dislike and close this video. Fair deal. Next, follow-up. When a lead comes in, they're bound to forget about you unless you keep reminding them that you care. And this isn't spam. It's simply staying on their radar. I closed a couple of $50,000 contracts by reaching out to a client I hadn't spoken to in 2 months. He appreciated that I hadn't forgotten him. Another client with whom I hadn't been in touch for 6 months was genuinely happy because he had lost my contact and couldn't reach out until I did. Follow-up isn't just about reminders. It's about nurturing relationship, so your leads eventually convert into sales. But if you're looking for a quick cash right now, you don't need more leads. Instead, reach out to all your existing contacts and start making 3 things. First, consider asking for a rate increase if you're offering a service, or simply raise the price of your product. Then introduce a new service or a new offer and sell it immediately, just like I did when I reached out to my clients and secured 6 months of their maintenance contracts at $12,000 each. I never provided maintenance before. Finally, ask them to recommend you to their friends and colleagues and offer them a small bonus as a part of appreciation. Next, let's talk about word of mouth. Sure, it can be the best way to get new clients, but it's far from reliable and doesn't work everywhere. You really need to ask your customers to recommend you when they are most satisfied. And here is an unexpected twist. Some of your clients might buy your product and never even use it. As for affiliate marketing, it only works if you offer a bonus to those who refer new customers, like a 50% discount, or even sharing 50% of the revenue from the new client. To make it seamless, use services like Rewardful, which integrate natively with your Stripe account. Next, let's talk about events and webinars. Hormozi used to run free seminars like How to Lose 5 kg in 30 days. He would rent a room in a local library for just $20, put up some flyers, and managed to get 12 people in the door. Then he offered a trial gym session. 8 signed up, and 5 turned into clients. Later, with Gym Launch, he hosted a webinar called How to Fill Your Gym in 21 Days. He spent about $1,000 on Facebook, which got him 1,200 registrations. On the day of the webinar, 700 people tuned in, and 50 of them bought his program for $2,000 each, netting him $100,000. But here's the kicker. Hormozi didn't mention that the secret is selling shovels during a gold rush. Selling gym membership via a webinar is one thing, but selling online courses that teach gym founders how to make money is essentially the art of selling shovels when everyone's scrambling for gold. Next, affiliate army. You can partner with influencers and show them exactly how much they can earn by promoting your high-margin product. Take Gym Launch, for example. Hormozi set up an affiliate program for his course, offering a 50% commission on every sale. Imagine earning $1,000 from a $2,000 course. One blogger with an audience of just 5,000 subscribers sent an email to his list, brought in 30 clients, and pocketed $30,000, while Alex did just as well. But here's the most crucial part. You need to provide detailed instructions on how your affiliates should sell your product. They often do not know which triggers to press or what exactly to say to the audience. Spell it out in the simplest term, as if you were explaining it to a 5-year-old. This method is especially effective in SaaS businesses once your idea is validated and profitable. I've seen dozens of successful founders who generated up to 30% of their revenue through affiliate marketing. Next, speed is everything. The speed at which you respond to a client's inquiry is a major competitive advantage. I boosted my landing page conversion from 5% to 10% simply by adding an online chat. Back when Intercom was the go-to and now Crisp is a new king, With the chat in place, I could immediately identify what my clients were curious about, address their questions, and quickly convert those interactions into video meetings and sales. Take Upwork, for instance. When a client replied, my sales managers had the mission of getting back to them with 5, at most 10 minutes. If you respond that fast, you have about a 90% chance of hopping on a call and closing the deal. But if you're late, the client is already bombarded with responses from others, and you will be seen as just another commodity rather than a professional. Love this lead generation and marketing insights? That's why I share even more on X and on Telegram. But not just ideas, exact prompts, tech stack, no-code tools, action plans, and real case studies of solo founders who want to start without money. Follow me on X or Telegram, or both, before you miss the next big opportunity. Next, the scale blueprint. Simply pouring money into ads won't automatically double your leads and profits. Instead, you need to fine-tune everything you have, improving your internal process bit by bit. For instance, adding design services boosted my profits by 20% without bringing in any new clients. Mobile development increased them by another 30%, and selling support added another 10%. When I replaced my sales managers with my own personal touch at the first contact, my sales tripled. Once you see that your system is working, start outsourcing the routine tasks. I handed off manual lead generation on Upwork so I could focus solely on sales. Automation is everything. I've set up ads, integrated YouTube videos, and built a fully automated sales process for my micro SaaS fast product that now generates over $25,000 on autopilot. So either automate or find people to handle the repetitive tasks for you. Remember, your business's most valuable asset is your attention, and where you focus it is where you will see the biggest boost. Next, consistency. Hormozi might tell you that all you need is consistency to succeed, but it's not that simple. The real secret lies in the 5% banger rule. In any hustle, 95% of your work will be just average, yielding only mediocre results, while that crucial 5% will be the absolute game changer, the banger. Think of it like hit songs from Sabrina Carpenter or Taylor Swift, or even the fact that only 5% of Startup Accelerator participants actually hit it big. The takeaway is that you need to keep iterating and fine-tuning your system without ever hitting pause. You never know when you will create that killer ad or deliver a webinar that blows everyone away. It's all about constantly refining your process until you start hitting those banger moments. For instance, I began by making videos on how to build apps like Uber or Tinder, and while the most of them were just okay, one of my SaaS videos turned into a real banger. I poured effort into many videos, but only a few turned out to be true hits. The same principle applies in business. Small, incremental improvements add up over time. Let me share a quick story. I once asked a client to increase his hourly rate from $25 to $35, and he refused. A month later, I revisited the conversation and he agreed to a rate of $30. Then, 6 months down the line, he bumped it back to $35. $1 million mindset. The key is to act even when nothing perfect. When you're broke, drawing in debt, and everything seems to be falling apart. Step by step, baby steps will pull you out of that mess. Let me give you an example. I kicked off my outsourcing business back in 2014, right when Country 404 annexed Crimea from Ukraine, and a sloshing war broke out. And then in 2024, aimed 6 cruise missiles strike on a children's hospital just 500 meters from my home by Country 404, I launched my micro SaaS. If you need inspiration to move forward, here is it. God loves the strong, willed underdogs and always helps them. But only if they help themselves. And if there is one thing Hormozi's book can never fully capture, is that raw willpower, the kind that drives Ukrainians to push through no matter what and achieve success. So grab your determination and, like the Ukrainians, keep moving forward relentlessly, no matter the obstacles. See you.